The clock is ticking. 1 minute, life is here. The next, it's gone. What happens in that second after death? Is there silence? Is there a journey? Is there an echo of life? Today, we want to talk about what happens the second after death. We will look at the scientific answer, the spiritual answer, and finally, the mystical answer. So let's start. First, the scientific answer. According to science, the second after death is the beginning of the end. Within seconds, the heart stops pumping blood. The brain loses oxygen and begins to shut down. Some studies suggest a brief surge of brain activity, almost like a final spark of consciousness. Sometimes this is linked to life flashing before your eyes. Death. Within minutes, cells begin to break down, marking the body's return to dust. From a medical view, death is not an instant, it's a process. Now let's see what religion has to say about what happens the second after death. Let's start with Christianity. The second after death is when the soul leaves the body. According to Christian beliefs, upon death, the soul is judged, either bound for heaven or hell, though some traditions speak of a waiting place in between. In Islam, the angel of death takes the soul at the time of death. The grave becomes the first station of eternity. For Muslims, the second after death is a moment of transition. In Hinduism, the soul departs from the body and begins its journey of reincarnation, shaped by karma. Each soul moves through various rebirths until it reaches enlightenment and merges with the universal consciousness. For Buddhists, the second after death is the beginning of a journey through Bardo, the in-between state. According to them, consciousness continues in a subtle form and is reborn according to one's karma. Finally, in ancient Egypt, the second after death was a moment of judgment. The heart was weighed against the feather of truth, a single instant deciding an eternal destiny. In every faith, the second after death is not silence, but a doorway, a bridge, a beginning. Now, the mystical answer. Some myths suggest that the soul lingers in the second after death, confused, sporting its body for a brief moment before moving on. Other myths tell of guides, sometimes angels, sometimes ancestors or other spirits, who arrive instantly to carry the soul away. Near-death experiences often echo these myths: a tunnel of light, a sense of floating above one's body, an overwhelming peace, or in some cases, shadow and fear. It may be memory, it may be mystery. But the pattern persists across cultures and centuries, suggesting a truth that science and scripture both leave unspoken. So which is it? Science tells us there are no souls, no heavens, no journeys. It's just the body's return to the earth. Religion offers a path, a judgment, a rebirth. The second after death is a moment of crossing, a threshold thing. In many traditions, the soul is immortal, eternal, or at least timeless. But what about the myths? What about the mystical answer? Could it be that the second after death is a moment of choice? Perhaps the truth is beyond science or scripture. Maybe in that second, the self dissolves into everything, a return to the cosmos from which we came. Or maybe that second stretches into eternity. Final thought. What happens the second after you die is the greatest secret of existence. Science measures the silence. Religion promises a journey. The myth gives us images of light, shadow, and return. But perhaps the most powerful truth is this: we do not know. And it is in not knowing that we learn to live more fiercely, more kindly, more fully. Because one day, every one of us will step into that second. We hope you found this video insightful. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more such thought-provoking content. Thank you for watching.